All right, I'm not gonna hold you. We're not gonna beat around the bush. We're gonna get right into the topics for today in my piping hot tea segment. So let's get to it, y'all. Okay, first of all, I want to just touch on Royce Reed's interview with Carlos King. Now, she is she was a basketball wife, right? She talked about how she met Shawnee and her and Shawnee was cool, but she didn't know Evelyn. Okay, so now just a little history. They played Mean Girl with Royce a lot. And I think that's a lot of what's going on Real Housewives of SLC. See, Lisa Barlow is trying to get her a Regina George gang together. But thank goodness Angie K didn't fall for it. But I don't know how it's going to be looking going forward. But right now, I'm impressed with Angie K standing on her own, being friends with Mun on her own, because I like me Mun, as you know. But Royce was talking about how they was showing her and Tammy, and how her and Tammy got cool. Then she spoke on OG, and the colorism and all that type of stuff that OG was experiencing on the show, and it wasn't in her mind. I mean, from the moment the girl came on the show, Evelyn was talking about how she dresses. That's why I don't like Evelyn. Would you be dressed in well and in your Gucci and your Versace and your what else do you wear? Gucci, and I see it in Gucci a lot. And it was this one other product. Would you be wearing all those labels if you weren't laying up on the men in the league? I don't think so. Because you're not smart at all. You got the brains of a dodo bird. But you have your little quick comebacks. When you have arguments with people, just like Miss Vanessa Bang Yang Yang Banquisha said, you go for looks. And that's all you have. But baby, looks fade. What else are you going to talk about? Hard cheeks. Anyway, Royce also spoke about how she and Dwight Howard met. They had a cute little love story, you know what I'm saying? But you know how men are, right? They have a tendency to want to show out in front of men. And that's a lot of the problem with men in the NBA. It's very, very rare that you will find one that has not cheated. It's very, very rare that you find a Joe Blow in the street that hadn't cheated. But you have money and access, right? So his main thing was, once she got pregnant, was to, everything is alleged in my opinion, but that will be in the beginning of this segment, because I'm about to break some things down to you and give it real and raw to you like I do. Okay. But anyway, he puts her on all kinds of gag orders and these types of things to keep her from talking about, because she had always suspected that he was, doing things with men, if you know what I mean. And he's already come out and admitted it, and he said, what did he say? What I do in my bed is my business. It is. It is. But when you're running around here putting gag orders on folks, folks that have children by you, and she's on a TV show, is that fair? That she can't speak on it at all? Do you know I had to dig and find information on who her father was and how, her child's father was, and how she ended up on the show. But she was a dancer, and Shawnee liked her until she got around Evelyn, right? Shawnee don't like anybody Evelyn don't like, just to be clear on that. Because remember, OG is a threat, right? And She tried with Tammy a little bit, but she really preferred if Tammy and Evelyn were friends. Because if they were friends, then that was a way for her to, see, I can get these girls together, but she never could. So it was very hard for her to not still side with Evelyn once Evelyn and Tammy fell out again. And that's what she's going to continue to do, ladies. Vanessa, watch your back. But Vanessa, you are the OG and the Royce Reed and the Tammy of this show right now. Give it to her real and raw if you have to. I don't mind because she deserves whatever she gets. And when Royce told that little story about how they dissed her, I saw that episode. Yeah, been watching them a long time. I saw that episode when they know that Royce is a dancer, right? And she told her that with her popping and locking up on the stage and whatnot, Evelyn now told her that she wasn't a good example for their image and a good example for the wives on the show. You weren't a wife either. And if I'm not mistaken, even when the show aired, you and Antoine were broken up. Okay? Now we fast forward to the OG days. Girl, you have no business questioning a woman's anything for that matter. Did you pet your puss? Girl? And you a good example for women? Women? Um, Anyway, Royce is seemingly happy at this point. She tried to get her dance studio back up. But, whether she gets it back up or not, we know that she's a good dancer and she wants to be an actress. So, good luck with that, girl. Next, let's talk a little bit about Married to Marriage. We're going to talk about like sour tea. That's what I call sweet tea or bitter tea. And Dr. Heavenly and Quiet. And this is going to be real quick. Just want to voice my opinion on this a little bit because I saw the interview that Dr. Heavenly had with Carlos, and she said that she brought sweet tea on the show. Now, Dr. Heavenly, you my girl, and you are my Scorpio sister. However, how did you think that was going to fare over with your friend? Your friend you claim to be your sister. I know you feel like you had to get her a storyline because she's not married. But as we're going to speak on later on in this segment, this Piper Hot Tea segment, Heaven, the woman did accuse the man of being abusive, right? So if he is abusive, and you brought him and Sweet Tea on the show, what was it, honey? I know that we have to bring drama to the show, but did we need that type of drama? Your friend, who you call your sister, said that this man, like the, bop, alleged, on the good women. But you brought him on the show. She and he had a nice little segment at the end of that last reunion he was on. She alleges that he pulled her by her hair. And you thought that made good TV? I don't like Dr. G. He has y'all fooled, right? He has y'all fooled like he's the good doctor and he treats women well. And then he just, with that shrieking high voice of his, he's a good guy. Don't let that voice fool you. Okay? And I must say that even though I love Heavenly, and I'm just going to say this because a lot of people don't. And she probably won't ever see one of my videos. But we have to come to a point where this male-centered mindedness has to go, especially when you are a dentist and a mother and a wife of a doctor. I don't give up how much TV and how interesting I need my friend to be. I don't think I would feel comfortable putting her in a situation. This is me talking, my opinion. Putting her in a situation where she said her ex-husband was ASAP, right? You know, like to do the bop, bop, bop. You're a mother of a daughter, Heavenly. You are the mother of a daughter. And like I said, with this male mind-centered behavior, where we have to protect the man at all costs, be careful with that. Now, Sour T got on the TV and said that, you know, she got a little access to the mud, right? All right, Sour T. We gonna see how those bricks in that foundation start getting pulled out from under you when that, what is he, 20 years older than you? You're older than you, man. See, he was older than Quad. He couldn't get that control that he wanted to get with her. You served yourself up on a platter. First of all, you told him you can get him a baby, but you didn't tell him that you had endometriosis and fibroids. You were deceptive. If you don't get him that baby that he's willing to do anything for, like with Quad, he's like, okay, well, I got plenty of time with her because she's young and tender, right? Okay. In the words of Erica Dinero TV, you better check them Yelp reviews. Next, let's talk about Montgomery. Baby, when I tell you how proud I was on August the 5th when that Montgomery brawl happened. Now, let me say I don't condone violence, and I don't. However, in this situation, I'm going to say it was warranted. Now I hear that the man who threw up the hat job is in jeopardy, and he may face charge. For what? What'd he do? Why is it that in this great country that we live in, when we defend ourselves against Caucasian people, even though they may go to jail too, we end up going to jail too, and we could be completely innocent? How's that work? How is that fair? And they want us to believe that racism is over. Again, the man who threw up the hat is facing charges. How sweet? First of all, from what I saw, he was doing his job, right? He asked them nicely to move their boat so Miss Harry could park. I'm lost on this one, I must admit. And the pride that I felt on August the 5th, it's still all up in here. Don't get it twisted. But I tell you what we need to do as a community is stand behind that good fellow who threw up the hat. Now, I must admit that I was kind of taken aback when old boy got the folding chair. However, I heard allegedly that good sister that he hit in the head with the folding chair was calling him a ninja. You might get hit in the head with a folding chair if you call me a ninja. Allegedly. Now let me get my good paper out and talk about Miss Kiki. I'm going to go off the cuff and keep it real and raw like I do. Going back to Dr. Heavenly bringing an ace man on the show, allegedly. The same situation is going on here with Miss Kiki. Now, I love Kiki. Kiki Palmer. Now, as I said, when I get a little, something going, you got your little YouTube channel going, and I'm a small YouTuber. Don't get it twisted. However, like I said, people do send me stuff, right? Already, with my 65 followers. Yeah, people do inbox me and give me information. And my little phone was blowing up. DVD, you gonna talk about this? Of course. Let me say, I'm about to be 49 years old. When I was 9 years old, 40 years ago to be precise, I saw this movie. It was called Burning Bed with Farrah Fawcett. Now, my daddy had been telling, I can't find my green and white pen, so I'm going to use this one. My father had been telling me since the time I could talk and understand and listen and comprehend. Don't let no man put his hands on you. Right? I don't hit your mom. That's what he said. Then I had a good aunt, right? Good aunt. My daddy was the kindest soul you ever want to meet. Now, my auntie hid her ace husband a lot. And this man was big and burly. And my daddy probably was 180 pounds soaking wet, if that. But her big old burly husband, right? He liked to, put his hands on my good auntie. Now, this ain't a legend. This is my story. So, years went by, and she continued to take the A-boost. Right? And he wasn't clear. We knew, all of us knew in the family, that it was a lot of verbal and emotional, always making her feel small. Until just one day, I was an adult, living on my own, down to the Jackson, at the Jackson State, right? I get this phone call, and my dad is on the phone, and he's more angry than I ever heard my daddy be. And he said, I'm about to go whoop Ames's ass. I said, what now? His name was Ames, right? I'm about to go whoop his ass. So, right, we're going to let that rhyme. I said, Daddy, what's the problem? He said, Ames done put his hands on my sister. I said, what now? So, like I said, she hid it well. No visible scarring, but she was torn down as a woman. Okay? But this time, he went too far. My auntie hand was like this, right? My daddy packed up his little car, went over there, and this man had G-U-N-S's. And I'm talking about a lot of them. My mama didn't stop him. Go get her, Junior. That was my mama cheering. My daddy on. Let her stay with us. Yes, ma'am. Remember her wrist looking like this, right? She come over here contrite, sad. Now, I wasn't here. I'm just telling the story from my perspective, understanding things being told to me through the phone, and me knowing when I did come home, her aunt was like this. I did see her, right? My daddy wasn't happy. He was willing to fight about a 250-pound man, 180 pounds, him soaking wet. He didn't give up. He was about to whoop his ass. Because he had broke my auntie's wrist. I saw that. Another example. I said, I won't ever take shit off of me. If he hit me, I'm going to hit him back and he going to ish. He was dead. Okay? When I say that I have been into verbal sparring with men before, I let them know up front. Don't get no ideas in your head that you're going to put your hands on me. That's all of them. All of them. Don't get no ideas in your head that you're going to put your hands on me, because it ain't going to happen. You better ask somebody. I pick up a brick. I don't play that. The moment you feel like you're going to put your hands on me, you might as well choke up the deuces. Right? Don't even think about it. I tell them up front. Every last one of them. You might have did that in the past, and I have read your reviews on some of my exes. But don't think you're going to come over here and do it. But I'm just saying, in every situation is different. Now, your reviews are very important. But even with the guys that had ASIF pass with me, and put their hands on me, you're not going to see any scars on this body from a man. Nowhere. Okay? Oh, yeah. I'm getting my sister girl on right now. Don't get it twisted. I can shake my head and roll my head if I want to. I don't care if you call me ghetto, because that's what I'm being right now. If you think that, I'm pissed. Okay? I'm pissed as a woman. I'm pissed as a black woman. And let me just say about burning bed. Taught me so much, because just like I talked on Facebook yesterday, and this prior to me knowing anything about Kiki, there was a picture of Jada and Wesley Snipes, where she used to date Wesley Snipes, right? And all the women, primarily on that Facebook post, were saying that Wesley Snipes had dodged the bullet. I said, say what now? This goes to show you, as women, we do not stick together. I said, you telling me that it was he who dodged the bullet? Let me repeat. You telling me that it was he who dodged the bullet, when this man has been accused of allegedly assaulting women, and he has a 4th, 5th, or 6th degree black belt in karate. But he dodged the bullet? Come on, ladies. Ladies. This is why, another reason why a lot of women don't come forward with the ASIF situation. Because we don't believe them. Oh, well, she probably lying. Did we see any marks? Because I was like, well, you know, Halle Berry has not ever said who made her go deaf. But it has always been alleged that it was one of two people. Wesley Snipes was one of them. And do you know what she said? She said, "Did you send the marks home? Where's the proof? Where's the police report?" The fuck? Her proof is she came here. I ain't never heard that before. What is that? And then I sent out an article. What is that article proving? You said you heard it out of our own mouth. I did. I couldn't find the interview that Halle Berry had where I heard it out of her mouth to my ear. I hadn't seen the interview. I had seen the interview. I'm sorry, I hadn't seen it recently, but I saw that interview years ago. Right around the time she had divorced Eric Benet. So if you want to dig up that interview, you dig it up. But I'm telling you, she said it. The point is, you asked where the marks were. I said, before you saw, what's love got to do with it? Did you believe Tina? Did you see marks on her? She ain't answered that question because I'm still waiting on the answer for that. But anyway, as I was saying, when I saw that good burning bed, and I'm talking about women being believed, that movie brought DV to the forefront. And that solidified to me. Once they tried to prosecute him for burning his ass up, that we don't have no power. And when I tell you they tried to drag this woman, tried to say that DV wasn't a real thing. And by the way, now I'm not sure if the real victim who that story was based on had bruises on her in the courtroom. Faraday in the movie. Yeah, she did. Now, as a former mental health worker / social worker, I'm about to give you experience. Okay? Kiki, hello? Now, I don't know if you was with this high yellow builder brother because he was high yellow and you wanted a high yellow baby. Or not. But you knew he was a builder brother. He worked for you. And I think that you allowed him to work for you so people in the streets wouldn't say you were emasculating his bitch ass. But that's what happens when you get with fucking builder brothers. Right? They have a tendency to look weak in public, but behind closed doors, they whooping your ass because they are builder brothers. You got all these damn men out here encouraging black women to get with builder brothers. I wish I would. I wish he would come around here trying to get in on my small fortune. Baby, ain't no way. Kiki's beautiful, talented, smart. When I tell you smart, watch her over there on her show Password. Yeah, I watch it. This Negro is jealous of you, right? Not just because of your success, but he's also an insecure ass man, which goes back to show his brother was on the right show. Mr. Other Jackson. Right? Mama Kiki went over there and said, hey. Your brother's being mean to my baby. What is it? What we gonna do? If you're gonna stand in front of a woman who knows that her child is being abusive in an abusive situation, and you say, I used to do it too, he'll come around. When? After she dead? Allegedly? When? This man broke into her home. Now, that social worker, mental health worker, hadn't done it in years, but like I told you in my video about Krishan and that damn blue face, they on my list. When I told you about them, I told you the mental health caseworker, social worker, I've been all of them, never leaves me. Because I saw some ish. Right? Like I was telling you, even though that was a scripted show about sisters, how I was triggered when I saw that baby on there. That baby was going to be next, in my opinion. We dick, bitch ass, pussy ass, nickel. I can't stand it. And even if I didn't have my YouTube channel, me and my good girlfriend, happy birthday to my best friend, by the way, shout out to you. I hate to put that in there, but, you know, I had to give her a shout out right quick. Because she sent me some articles. I had to throw that in. But I'm pissed. And when I say again, beautiful, intelligent, she is not confident, though. She got the money, right? But she don't have the power because she was relinquishing her power to that weak ass nigga. I said what I said. Money don't always equal power. Didn't she just show that to you? This Negro breaking in her house, knocking her over couches. And I'm not going to say everybody who I got this information from, because it's not fair to me as a YouTuber, because I have to name everybody. Just say I got it, and I got it from other people, and I got it from people that went on YouTube, because everybody is talking about it. And my Twitter was blowing up. So I'm not going to say every article that I read about it. We know it's true. You take your credit over there on your channel, right? Because like I said, I got more than one source. Just like you do. Now, if I was sitting there only watching YouTube and I got it from YouTubers, then I give each one of them their credit. But I got a little few followers over there on that good Twitter. And like I said, my good bestie was up early this morning, making sure that I got up on this good YouTube and tell my opinion about this. Yes, she was. And I told her, I'm already on this, sis. And my good sister over there, same thing. Say, what now? She said, I said, yeah. That motherfucker over there putting his hands on Miss Keke. Weak dick ass, puss ass. Baby, when I tell you that my blood pressure went up 10 points, I'm so glad that I took my medicine. When I saw this beautiful young lady who is not confident in herself because she is dark-skinned, let's be real. Let's keep it real, because that's why she got with old high yellow over there. How is that benefiting you? I just asked my sister that question, my biological sister. I said, hey, sis, when we get with these high yellow men so we can have high yellow baby, light bright, and next to white babies, how does that benefit you as the woman? How does that benefit you? So Your baby want to experience the colorism that you experience. If that's what it is. Because then that means that you living vicariously through that child. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of that beautiful skin that you have. Be proud of you being the first co-producer of your own show on Nickelodeon. Be proud of that, Miss Jackson. And I'm not talking about from his last name. I'm talking about from you building yourself over there on Nickelodeon. That was your name. I'm grown. The show was for kids. I watched it. Right? The show was loosely based on your life. Right? Now you got a baby by this fool. He played you, girl. He played you from the minute he laid his eyes on you, because his previous baby mama is a legend that he was abusive to her. A legend that she was pregnant at the same time you were, but made her get hers surgically removed because he had a plan to get you pregnant, possibly marry you, and to kick back and lay back and live off of you and your success. Damn coattail router. I done got home. Let me get out here. I think I said it all. I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover. Kiki, good luck. I know you're not going to see this video, but to my 65 subscribe, share. This is information that's coming from a former professional, right? Okay. The only reason why I'm not doing what I used to do is because mentally I can't take it anymore. Because I would get too personal. When I would see those babies that had been ACE'd, and those mothers would come crying to me, begging me, telling me, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. And I'm sitting up there looking at that child. Because my allegiance was to the child. But I tell you whose allegiance is not for the child. That's the court system. I had a baby to pass away in his mother's care. Scalded. Because she put him in hot water. She said it was an accident. Even if it was an accident, she should have gotten some time behind it because she was being irresponsible. Nobody cares. That lady is still on the streets. Bitch. It was times like that when I wanted to do this. And see, that's not professional. You hear me? It's not professional. So I had to pump my brakes every time I went into a home in a situation like that. Again, she's free. Got right down here in Winston County. He had been sexually assaulting his granddaughter her whole life. Right? They took me off the case. It ain't funny because I was hurt, but at the same time, they did the right thing. Did the right thing. Grandmother knew it was happening. She allegedly took herself out. We don't know. In my opinion, I believe he took her out, but either way it goes. She came up there looking me in my face and telling me that she know that girl was lying. Right? However, she had proof, right? And this is where it pisses me off that the government controls people's body. Because back then we could take them in to get the baby surgically removed if that was the choice. But that baby was 14 years old. And guess what the grandfather ended up? It took just about everything and every resource we had to get that arrested. Just arrested. Because the zippers, in the words of good Althea from In the Heat of the Night, them zippers, they stick together. We need to start doing the same shit. We need to gain our power back. Because when we were in Africa, we were powerful. We don't know that because our history was stolen. But if you find any village in Africa and look it up, and I'm talking about not these colonized villages, excuse me. I'm talking about the ones that are not colonized. They are being led by women. Because what did you do when you gained control and you got under the patriarchal system and the religions? What did you do? You took on their personality, and that's how you got colonized. Because the women went down for it. Check out the Ashanti tribe. Look it up. I don't have to tell you about them. It was the men who wanted to acquiesce to the British. She said, I'd rather die. The Ashanti tribe leaders. They said, I'd rather die before I let these clear people come in here and run my ish and tell us what to do, because y'all are willing to let them. Again, study the Ashanti tribe. I told you, I'm going to keep it real and raw with you. Like I do. Kiki. Girl, I love you. I love you as a fan. I love you as a black woman. Okay? Do something. Now, I know you have pressed charges and got your restraining order. Girl, I don't care if he come back and he finally got a job. Let that builder brother go, honey. Value yourself. Value that baby. And with that, I'm going to close. Chunk them up as I do. Deuces. Again, this is Country Conversations with DVD. Get the likes up.